Hello, good afternoon. It is Monday. Welcome to the weekly reading vlog. Did I waited for ages, holding the phone up, waiting for Hamish to stop drinking very loudly in the other room so that I could do the introduction. He is such a loud drinker. So it's Monday. I am back from work. I was at work a little bit later than usual because I had a x-ray appointment. So I had half an hour out of my day to go to my x-ray appointment. So I stayed half an hour late at work just to make up for that. Which was fine. It meant I got to catch up on something that I was it was driving me nuts and I didn't really want to leave it till tomorrow, so it was nice that I didn't have to leave it till tomorrow and I could have I got it done today. I still have to do it tomorrow, but it's a complex thing and I got one section of it done today and the next section I can just start fresh tomorrow, so it's a lot easier. So are you coming through? You're going to just stand in the kitchen, Hamish? Hamish! He was just sitting in the kitchen for no reason. You come in. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's a silly bean. Hi. Hello, my silly bean. Hello. You wonder who I'm talking to? It's you. Yeah, you turn a camera on him and he's like, come here. See what I mean? You turn the camera on and he's like, no thank you. No paparazzi, please. No paparazzi. You're not getting up here with your wet face like that. He has dunked his face in that water bowl and he's got a wet face. Anyway, this is going totally off kilter. I don't know. Get down, sweetheart. Go lie down, please. You can't come up with my sore leg. You're so offended. Every time I turn the camera on him, he's like, no thank you. No thank you. Okay, bye. This is a hell of a way to start a week and a vlog. So, I don't know what this says about the oncoming week. So, plans for today. I want to read some more of Daughter of Sparta. I've just put on some YouTube so that I can watch some of that while I just sort of decompress from work and get ready to go on and edit last week's vlog. I need to... There's something else I need to do, but I can't remember what it is. I have a to-do list on Jim's Discord. I always have a to-do list on Jim's Discord. It's really, really handy. But I can't remember what else is on my to-do list. There's something else on my to-do list. I do need to do washing. That's the only thing I need to do washing. Because normally I do washing at the weekends. But I did not do washing this weekend because I hurt my leg on Wednesday. So I should probably do washing. Fun times. Anyway, this has gone off the rails. What an introduction. I'm sorry for what this vlog is probably going to be because this seems like a bad omen. Scrap anything I may have said about this book being not good. It's not that I said it wasn't good, I just said I was meh about it. But I'm now just over the 100-page mark. This is about to start an ad, isn't it? Thanks. I was just watching a fireplace and I pick up my phone and it starts an ad. Great, thanks. So I'm just over 100 pages in and they have made it to Crete. And now, so there's Daphne, who is she's been adopted by a Spartan family, and in Sparta, you can only be Spartan if you are born in Sparta. Sorry about the sound of the fish tank. I only realised how badly it picks up on this when I was editing. I'll get Kate to fill it at some point. So in Sparta, you're only truly Spartan if you are born in Sparta to a Spartan family. So she is seen as an outsider. There is a word for it that I can't pronounce because Greek. It's funny because it's the same term, Sassenach in Scottish, in Gaelic is an outsider. And is often a derogatory term for someone who is English. In Gaelic, someone who is an outsider who will never be like an insider, basically. But yeah, so that's what she is. She is an outsider within Sparta, and she holds herself to be Spartan. She is Spartan to her. She is Spartan. She wants to make Sparta proud, and so she has trained. She is a great fighter, and she's on this sort of quest with Apollo, and one of her friends ends up coming along, and he is turned into a wolf, and so now they're on Crete, and they've gone to a blacksmith, and he's gotten himself in trouble, the wolf, by like acting like an arse, and like the blacksmith goes for him. He goes for the blacksmith, and she like grabs his snoot, blacksmith's arm with a weapon in it, like shoves him away, beats up the blacksmith's apprentice, and then like manhandles this full-grown wolf out, and is like has a word with him, and is like like slaps him about. It's like, you need to behave yourself. And then literally like the next bit is like, forget insufferable gods, feta cheese is the only thing a woman needs in life. I mean, I don't like feta, but like the whole cheese part, I'm just like, you know what, Daphne, you and I, kindred spirits here. Hello, it is Tuesday. Is it only Tuesday? Oh my god. It is Tuesday. And I came home to an Amazon parcel, and I was like, I don't think I've ordered anything from Amazon, because I don't have the money right now to be ordering anything from Amazon. And I was like, see if this is Vicky buying books vicariously through me again. I swear God. And then I saw that it was Husband Material by Alexis Hall. And I was like, it's got to be Tori, because Tori was reading Boyfriend Material, and I think Tori bought me Boyfriend Material, and then she was reading Husband Material, and I was like, oh god, I can't read Husband Material because I don't have it. And then I was like, but I'm not buying it. Like I'm not buying it right now. Like I need to focus on my TBR and blah blah blah. And so then when I opened it, I was like, oh, it's probably Tori buying it, because she's like, yo, you don't have it, so like, you know. Oh my goodness, Hamish. Oh, dearie me, somebody's gonna have to get a bath. Sorry, he just scratched himself and I saw his belly, and he's got he looks like he's having some skin rashes again. Unfortunately, segue, which is again why my vlogs are so long lately. Scotties are quite prone to dry skin, and it makes them really itchy and stuff, and he has bouts where he gets like really dry skin, and it gets like red and itchy and stuff, and he's apparently having that, so he's gonna have to get a special bath with a special shampoo for his special itchy skin, aren't you? And he's gonna hate every second of it. But yeah, no, yeah, I just saw the note, and it's from Vicky again. You said in your latest vlog that you were sad you didn't have this. Now you have it. My further donation to the Library of Andy, from Vicky. You're shit, you know that. Thank you again. You need to stop buying me stuff. Spend your money on you, woman. Yeah, I was sad I didn't have it because I wanted to start it immediately. Well, I didn't. Oops, I'm just throwing stuff, don't worry. I wanted to start it immediately, and then I wanted to start it because Tori was reading it, but when I finished it, it felt complete enough that I didn't feel like I needed to start it immediately. But like, I also kind of want to read it, so yeah. I mean, I was going to buy it eventually. I kind of satiated my need with reading Red Banana Blue. If I sound a bit drunk right now, I'm sorry. I don't know if I do or not, if it's just in my head. But I have a really bad headache right now, really bad migraine. My day has been a struggle bus at work. I've been like trying so hard to stay upright. I've just been so dizzy. And it's the weirdest sensation, like it's felt like somebody's cracked an egg on the back of my head. I've just had this cold sensation going down the back of my head all day. And it feels like it's under my skin, if you know what I mean. Like this cold sensation going down the back of my head under my skin. And it's a really, really weird sensation. And I've just felt really dizzy. And really, really nauseous, and last night I was feeling it as well. Like, when I went to bed, I was like, I am going to be sick, and I was like, no, you're not going to be sick, because we don't do that, because I don't like it. And so I was not sick because I don't do that, because I don't like it. And then I woke up in the middle of the night, as I want to do, because I need to turn, because otherwise it's really painful. And again, like, immediately felt like really, really sick, and I was like, nope, not happening. Had a drink of water, still felt really, really nauseous. Like, actually made it worse. And then again today at work, I just felt really, really sick. Felt like I needed to lie down. I didn't. I was just like, no, just distract yourself at work, that'll be fine. So yeah, I've just been, and now I think what's happened is it's been like a silent migraine. Because the problem is with the silent migraines, you get like migraine symptoms except from the headache. And then now I'm getting the headache, or like the like auras that's telling me like a migraine's coming, and now the migraine's here, and I'm just like, I just feel really, really bad. So I left my Captain Damask mask. Damask? I did not say that right. I left my Captain Damask mask upstairs, like a dumbass, and so I'm gonna have to go get the like pull over my head thing from the fridge and use that instead, which will thankfully also block out the light, because the light is also not helping at all. So I'm gonna go put that on, and hopefully that will help. The sound of the fish tank also really, basically everything's just hurting my head right now. I'm gonna go. I have fed Hamish, so he is happy now. I'm gonna go get myself a cup of tea, put that thing on my head, and try and like get rid of this migraine. I've had painkillers, so it's not. I've had painkillers. I have had water. I've had food. Like, what do you want, body? I even went to bed early. I've had sleep. What do you want? What do you want, body? What do you want? I've done the sleepy thing. I've done the eaty thing. I've done the water drinky thing. I've not had excessive amounts of caffeine today. Like, what do you want? What do you want, right? What do you want? I'm doing the healthy thing. Like, what do you want? Ugh, you disgust me. So I'm reading Daughter of Sparta. Please, just do not perceive this. In fact, don't even look at me, just listen to me. And it's funny because earlier on, Kay was asking me about like the differences between, kind of like the differences between like Greek gods and like Christian gods, or Christian God. And she was like, with the Greeks, did they believe that the gods were real, or like, do we believe that they existed, and like how does it work? And I was like, going over like the whole like pantheon and how monotheistic God and polytheistic gods work, and the differences and things like that, and like nothing sums up better than what's happening right now. So they're on a ship heading to Argos, and they're going to buy a flat pack I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist. If anybody's watching who's not in the UK, Argos is like, and it's like, is this shop. It's kind of like IKEA, but like not IKEA and not as good as IKEA, where you can buy like furniture and like flat pack furniture and like other items like kids toys and like electrical goods, and like there's a jewellery bit. It's a shop. I don't even know how to describe it. Like there used to be like this massive big thick catalogue that you could look through, and like as kids you used to go through and like mark everything you wanted at Christmas, like dog ear the pages. That's when I used to dog ear pages, was the Argos catalogue. That thing used to be like big chunky thing. Now it's pathetic. Anyway, so yeah, they're on a boat. We've got Daphne, Apollo, Theseus, Theseus? Theseus, right? I think it's Theseus. Yeah, I'm sure it's Theseus. Yeah, Theseus. On a boat. And obviously, like, oh, what's his name? Lyco. On a boat to Argos. From Crete. Why can I not speak today? And Theseus is standing there on the boat, arguing with Apollo. Like, full on calling Apollo an idiot. You wouldn't do that with, like, I wouldn't look a god right in his face and be like, are you stupid? Who does that? Like, that's asking for, even if he's not at full power, right? The problem right now, right? And the thing that Apollo was trying to get through to him is that he is not at full capacity right now. He cannot. Like, there's a problem, which is why Apollo is, like, on Earth with Daphne trying to go on this quest and, like, solve a problem. And, like, the Olympians their power is there's a problem with their power. They are not at full power, and their power is waning, and they are, like, in danger of potentially, like, dying, I suppose. And so, like, he's trying to explain to Theseus, like, no, I can't just, like, zap us there, because that's the whole point. Our powers are fading. Like, what about this are you not understanding? And Theseus is being a brat, basically, because Theseus is a raging dickhead. If you've read Ariadne, if you know anything about Theseus, you know he's a raging dickhead anyway. But, yeah, so, like, they're arguing, and, like, Theseus is looking dead at Apollo, and being like, like, literally saying to him, are you insane? Calling him, like, dumb, and, like, being like, aren't you meant to be an all-powerful god? Like, my guy. Like, even if right now he's not all-powerful, one, you're assuming that he is all-powerful, and two, when he gets his powers back, he will be all-powerful, and he can just, like, zap you, or maybe not, like, zap, because that's Zeus's thing, but, like, this is a being that will and can outlive you, and that can literally, like, we have a Hamish, end and or ruin your life and the lives of your entire city, country, offspring, line. Like, what? Like, no, nobody's gonna, like, talk about a Christian God, right? Nobody's gonna come face to face with, like, God. Like, God, like, God with a capital G, and be like, yeah, but, like, are you dumb? I mean, I might. Like, Hell's Bells would. Like, excuse me, can you get your beard out of my book, please? Thank you. Like, I know, but, like, right, Hamish? Like, nobody who, like, actually believes in God and believes that he is, like, all-powerful is going to be, like, face-to-face with them and going toe-to-toe and be like, I know you can, like, zap me out of existence right now, but you're a dumbass. Like, that is the main difference between people who believe in Christian God and her, like, followers, and people who believe in, like, Greek gods and their followers. And that just showed it so well. Aww. Got a little cuddle buddy. Hi. We're just getting cuddles. Okay. He wants me to go to bed. Oh, also, you may have noticed I have a new pile. I brought down some books. This is my next pile. Pile. I should go to bed. So I'll show you my pile. I've got Just Like That by Nikki. The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. This is a companion to the Soulmate Equation, which makes me extra sad that it doesn't match. All the Right Reasons by Bethany Mangle, who's just released or is about to release a new book. End of Story by Kylie Scott, and Charlie Love and Clichés by Ellen Mays. These are the next 5 books that I am going to be hopefully getting to once I finish Daughter of Sparta, which is never going to happen at this rate because I keep stopping to discuss things. And also I keep watching 10-minute update videos about a horse that was born 8 weeks early, which, like, in horse time is like ridiculous. He shouldn't even be alive. And yet he's like just doing really well and like trying to stand up even though he's not got legs. Well, he does have legs, but like the insides haven't formed properly yet. So like he shouldn't be able to stand up, but he's standing up, and like this horse is just like surviving. I told people about it, and people are like, "This horse sounds like you," and I'm like, "Thanks." And then I just like told Tori about it, and Tori was like, "This horse sounds like you," and I'm like, "Thanks." I don't know what that says about me. But yeah, he's just he escaped leg jail. They put him in leg jail because he's not supposed to stand up. Because he's the weight of his body would literally crush and deform his legs so much that he would never be able to like stand. He would be permanently disabled and deformed if he stands up right now. So they bandaged his little legs together, like his little front legs and his little back legs, like they just like wrapped bandages around them so that he was hobbled and he couldn't stand. But he escaped leg jail because of the fact that he's like an absolute menace to society and an absolute chaos gremlin. So now they've decided that because he escaped leg jail, they're just going to put splints on him early and just like put splints on his legs so that the splints take the weight of his legs, take the weight of his body on his legs, and his legs can develop and he can still stand so that he can be satisfied by standing and not like do damage to his legs. Like this little thing, his organs shouldn't even be developed. Like this little horse should not be alive, and he's like, well, tough. Like honestly, like some animals they're just determined to do what they want. Hey, are they just determined to do what they want? Are they just determined? It sounds like something you would do. Yeah, that was like you. When Hamish was in the hospital, they were like, oh, it's really like, we're really not sure how this is going to go. And Hamish was like, excuse you. Hey, is that right? Is that right? You shut my book for me, are you? Oh, he likes scratches behind the ears. He likes scratches behind the ear. You done? It's just the boiler going off for you. Just the boiler going off. Oh, he likes the scratches behind the ear. He's getting so, I don't know if you can see the colouring, but he used to be really, really dark, just really dark black. And now he's all got silver bits through him. Who's coming downstairs? Hey, wee silver fox. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this is going on too long. So it's me and Hamish at the vets again. There might be absolutely nothing wrong with him, but I'm a paranoid pet parent, and so we're at the vet again. He's in the front with me just now because my back seat is an absolute shambles. Luckily our vets are only like a minute along the road, so I normally wouldn't have him. He's restrained in the seat, like clipped in and everything, so he's safe, but I wouldn't have him in the car like this any longer than I had than this. But yeah, I can smell the like anxiety rolling off him, so that's fun. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with him, but yeah, just in case. Going back to the vet again, and I'm so tired right now. I need to get a shower, but didn't have enough time by the time I got home from work and had something to eat. But as always, I'll let you know. So he has antibiotics. Poor thing. We think he might have a urine infection, but because he only has one kidney, we're covering it just in case. He is still quite distressed from being at the vets. He doesn't like the vet on the best of days, and I can tell you that apparently his prostate is also fine. So that'll tell you about just how well his vet visit went and how the exam went. He's not happy, so that's great. Yeah, we're back home with antibiotics, and yeah, that's fine. It's fine. We just need to make sure he takes them now. Hello, it is Thursday. I've been scratching at my face, so sorry, it's a bit red. I just filmed my March TBR and I'm just waiting on uploading to YouTube. But while I'm waiting, I'm sitting watching Katie, I'll tag below, do a 24-hour readathon vlog, and she's reading I'm fine. She's reading Heartstopper for the first time. I'm fine. And it's so weird watching somebody read Heartstopper for the first time and feel the feelings. I just messaged the group chat and I was like, I'm watching someone read Heartstopper for the first time and I'm not crying. Because I'm like right on that edge of like, you can see the like the weepiness in my eyes. But I'm not like bawling. But like the first time I watched Heartstopper and saw like, but like again, it hits me how much I forget how much I love Heartstopper. And again, yeah, I know my friends are gonna mock me for, you know, how much I was against watching reading Heartstopper, but like, I'm only 9 minutes in to a 30-minute video, and Katie's just like knocking on the head like some of the things that I just love about Heartstopper, and it's making me feel really emotional. Which is not what I came here for. I came here to have fun. Not an emotional breakdown, Katie. Come on. Yeah, but it's really nice watching someone read Heartstopper for the first time and love something that I love so much. And I just wanted to document that because apparently I can't remember which one. The person that likes pain, apparently. It's sitting next to my Heartstopper shelf. Does this mean I'm going to have to sit and read Heartstopper again? Maybe. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. Anyway, I'm going to go finish watching Katie's vlog. And, yeah. Oh, that was well timed. I just got the fright of my life there. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but the radiator over there's a radiator over here, and it just like made a noise because the water was going into it. There's my little Heartstopper thing there as well, and the Percy Jackson thing there, Doctor Who thing there. Now I'm just giving you a tour of my room. That's for the Caramel and Scalco, Stalk and Jack the Ripper series, just in case anybody's curious what's over there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I forgot what I was saying, but I'm gonna go. Hello. It is slightly later on Thursday. I've just remembered. I just picked up Dr. Sparta. Everything is coding against me to read this book. I just want to finish. I've got 68 pages left. I just want to finish it. And I just needed to update myself. I was reading it this morning before I went to work because I got up early. And I was wrong. The princess that she met on the boat was not Ariadne. It was Hippolyta. Hence the name Lita. Hippolyta. Yeah, so it was Hippolyta, not Lita, because she meets her later on again, and she's like, "Oh, look at you," and then she's like, "I am Hippolyta, princess of the Amazons," and she's like, "Oh," because she's just been like, Ares is an asshole, and then Hippolyta's like, "I am Hippolyta, son of Ares, daughter of Ares," and she's like, "Oh, I just smacked up to her dad," and she's like, "Don't worry about it, I don't really like him anyway," and it's like, cool, because nobody likes Ares. Let's face it. Yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully finish this book. I really just want to have this book finished, and then I can start my next pile. I'm trying not to reread Heartstopper. I want to read more. I want to read my pile. Kay's currently cooking her dinner. But I want to get through my pile. So, wish me luck. So she goes to the door to Tartarus. The door to Tartarus. Like a friggin' like there's the door to Tartarus. She goes to the door to Tartarus And immediately, just Arachne. And a room full of her children. That would have been the mission. I would be like, you know what? Good luck with your problem, Olympus. I'm out. Peace out. Maybe that means that if I had to choose a cabin, it would be the Athena cabin, because ain't no way I would be walking into a room full of spiders. No thank you. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope. Not a chance. Nope. No thank you. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad for 2 reasons. One, as I was positioning my phone to film this, I realised that I'd forgotten about my tea, so it's probably cold now. But 2, the main reason I started to film, and sorry, I've got a bit of chocolate in my mouth, so I'm lisping a little bit. I've put on the Hating Game movie because when I was reading it, I was like, this is reading like a movie. Like this is reading like it would be better as a movie. And I'm really enjoying the movie. I'm only half an hour in and I'm like, yes, this is what I love. This is what I love. Like, I'm seeing elements from other books in this movie so far that I really like. So there's a scene where like they're arguing, and it reminded me a lot of the Spanish Love Deception, which is what a lot of people compare the Hating Game and the Spanish Love Deception, because it's a similar thing. They're both up for the same job, and they are like, if one gets the job, the other's going to leave because they can't work together. So like that's like the Spanish Love Deception, and the fact that she won't let him get a word in. Well, no, to be fair, Lucy is less that she won't let him get a word in, whereas in the Spanish Love Deception, she literally will not let him speak. Like, she talks over him constantly and won't let him get a word in, which infuriates me. Like, if I was in the office, I'd be like, see if you just let him speak, maybe this could be resolved. But like, she'll let him speak, but then she just doesn't. She either takes his words a different way, or she doesn't believe him. So like, even she said there, she was on a date with another man, like a fake real date. It was really weird. And he called her beautiful, and she was so mad because she was like, he called me beautiful and I thought he was messing with me because I've had to deal with your bullshit for so long. And like, but as well, like, he was driving her to her date in the car, like, Josh was driving her to the date in the car, and it just reminded me so much of, there's a bit in, it happens a few times in Love Theoretically, where, Jake and, is it even Jake? Am I just making up names now? Elsie and, I think it's Elsie and Jake. He has 2 names, Jack. Elsie and Jack. Why am I calling him Jake? Elsie and Jack, I'm just making names up now, are in the car, because she doesn't drive and he does. So he's driving her somewhere, and it's that intimate feeling. Like, they portrayed it really, really well, I felt, in that moment on the film. Like, I got that same feeling from Love Theoretically. Like, so I'm seeing bits that I love from other books, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm so mad that I couldn't get past the writing style in the book, because I'm really enjoying it so far. But I suppose different mediums do different things for different things. That totally went well. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my tea before it's actually stone cold. I've just finished The Hating Game, the film, not the book, and half of me wants to say it was shit, and half of me's like, it's fine. And I don't know where I sit with it. Because, like, at the start, I was like, this is fine. And then I was like, okay, maybe I need to give this book a chance, actually. And then I was like, oh, this is so cringy, I actually want to be sick. And I was like, okay, no, it's fine again. And then I was like, oh, there's only one room in the hotel. There's only one room. There's only one bed. And then I was like, oh god, we're cringy again. Please stop. Like, please stop. The sex scene was that That was the worst. I understand it's a movie and stuff like that, but like, yeah. Ow! Like, you can't just go in dry like that. Like, come on. When I say that was the driest sex scene I've ever seen, I mean that both figuratively and literally. And I can hear you cackling, Tori. I can hear it. Hamish is like, I'm out. See you later. That was it was not great. That's where I got cringy. It's cringy in books. Like, he took his towel off and she was like, it's cringy when it happens in books, but at least it happens in their head. Like, at least in the character's head, they're like thinking it. They don't say it out loud, you know. But and then the wedding was good. Like, I liked the wedding. Like, the wedding was interesting, and then the third act, break up, and then because there was a bit, rewinding back, there was a bit where it was like clear that like he had been in love with her this whole time and she didn't deserve him, and then like I was like all for it, and then it got cringy. I was like, yeah, no, here we go, the cringe started. And then the wedding was really cool, like the wedding bit was really good, and then we went back to like the third act breakup issue with the miscommunication, and then like the ending was wrapped up nicely, and then and then we got a bit cringy again. Well, it wasn't cringy, but like sickly sweet cringy, which is fine. Like, it's the end of a rom-com, it's fine. And by the end I was just like, I'm not even really that invested. And the thing is, right, okay, so this is just a personal preference. And I don't know if I would have even noticed it if it wasn't for the fact that right. So, I don't know if this will ruin it for you if you ever watched the film, but a few years ago, I had Invisalign. And there's a particular look, and the point of Invisalign is that you can't see it, but there is a particular look when you have Invisalign. Like, your teeth, you see how you can see my teeth, and you can see my teeth, right? So when you've got Invisalign, there is that kind of smooth look to it, right? Not the weird American, like, teeth thing, like, you know, that weird American teeth thing where they're all perfect, like there's like, because there's like the Turkish teeth thing, and then there's like the less, like, there's like a step down from that's like the American teeth thing, where the teeth look real, but they're like abnormally straight and white. The Turkish teeth one that's like, they look fake, you know, but I think that's the whole point. I think they are fake with the Turkish teeth thing. I don't understand the whole trend thing. I'm just going by like what people call them. And then the American teeth thing. But with Invisalign, it's just like a layer over the top of your own teeth, because it's like a clear, like a liner that goes over your teeth. And it gives your mouth, like, it's like a gum shield, but a really, really thin gum shield. You'll know if you've had Invisalign, you know what I'm talking about. And it gives your mouth this particular way of moving, and even though you do get used to it, it's still this very particular way of moving and this particular look to your teeth. And I am fairly sure I feel like the male lead in this had Invisalign while he was filming this, because his mouth had this particular way of moving, and I could not focus on anything else while he was talking. Like, when he was smiling, I could see the Invisalign smile, and I could see the way he was like doing that thing, because the thing is, like, Invisalign has, like, there's a gap, obviously, like, 'cause it has to fit over your teeth, so there's this gap, and like saliva gets in it and stuff, and it's like you can feel it. And there was times when I could tell, like, I feel like I could tell that he was distracted by it. And then, like, there was a point just before the last, like, kiss, like the big, like, cheer kiss at the end, like, with the reveal at the end, where, like, he did the thing where, like, he prepared for he prepared by licking his lips for the spontaneous kiss. And I was like, that it took away that element of, like, spontaneity, even though, like, we all knew they were going to kiss. But, like, the lip licking, the way he licked his lips, like, again, made me think of, like, the way saliva used to collect in my mouth when I had Invisalign on. And I'm really sorry if people really don't like talking about saliva and stuff like that. Like, I'm realising now how it sounds. But, like, that's all I could think about was, like, so, like, I'm looking at that and all I can think about when he's kissing her is, like, this. And it just, that's not what I want to be thinking about when I'm watching, like, somebody kiss. Is like the, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's all I could think about was the fact I thought he had Invisalign and that his mouth looked funny. I actually, at one point, I was like, is he a native English speaker? Like, is he American? Or is he, like, because, like, there are some junior in NCIS Hawaii? No, Hawaii 5-0, my god. Junior, who is in the later seasons of Hawaii 5-0, is an excellent example of this. And even sometimes the guy that plays Steve, whose name I can't remember at this point in time. So the guy that plays Junior is from Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I believe his dad is either Maori or Samoan, and the guy that plays Steve is Australian. And I feel like, especially with the guy that plays Junior, you can tell that American, like, the American accent he uses is not his, like, natural accent because of the way his mouth moves. It feels forced. It feels like it's not natural. And that's because his natural accent would be, like, his like, Kiwi accent. And that's how I felt about this actor. And I was like, I actually Googled him, because I was like, is he a native, like, American English speaker? Or is he from somewhere else and he's putting on this American accent? But no, he is from America. He's from Connecticut, so I don't know. He's from, where's he from? He's from somewhere in Connecticut that has a name, the same name as somewhere in England that's really posh. Begins with a K, can't remember it. Edit and Andy, if you can Google it, just stick it up here, please. I know you don't like putting text in, but can you please? I know, filming bitch, you don't like her, please. What's it called? That's really annoying. Anyway, and your time is up. Yeah, so he's from Connecticut, so he's from America, so the American accent should be his natural twang, and yet it looks forced. It looks forced, so to me, that's why I think he might have Invisalign. 9-minute clip, because of the way his mouth moves, and the way his teeth look, makes me uncomfortable. Like, what? This is why you can't watch movies with me. I am that friend that you can't watch Lord of the Rings with, because 1, I will make you watch the extended editions, 2, I will make you watch them back to back to back, so we are sitting there for 12 hours, and 3, I will tell you that Viggo Mortensen broke his foot on that helmet when he kicked it, and that scream was real. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you do. And yeah, I am that friend, and this is why people don't like doing things like this with me. This is why Kay doesn't watch things with me. That, and normally, like, she has so much YouTube to catch up on. Like, she watches gaming streamers, and so she has hours and hours, like, hours of streaming to catch up on. Like, it's ridiculous. Also, if somebody could kindly help me, the actress, I can't remember her name again. See if I can find the info button. The Lucy Hale, right? So the actress that is in the Hating Game, Lucy Hale. I will, but again, sorry, Edit and Andy, please pop a photo of her here. She looks like another actress, and I cannot for the life of me remember who it is. Please, if you can think of who she looks like, please tell me in the comments, because it's driving me daft, and I can't think of who it is. But I'm going to go now. I really need to pee. TMI, I'm very sorry. And I really should go to bed because it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm very, very tired, as you can probably tell from the excessive baggage under my eyeballs. Do you know what? It's really annoying though. I've been going to bed between like 10 and half 10, even 9:30 sometimes, every night, and I've not been staying up in bed. Like, I've been going to bed, I've been getting myself sorted, like, going to bed, taking my painkillers, getting myself comfy, putting my podcast on, and going to sleep. And that has been my routine. And I've been doing it, and I've been going to bed, and I've been going to sleep. Yes, I've been waking up to pee, again, TMI. Yes, I've been waking up because I'm in pain, and, like, I need to turn over because both my hips are buggered. But, like, only, like, not for, like, extended periods. Like, I'll wake up, turn over, and I feel like fall back asleep within a few minutes. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm awake for a long time. And yet, I'm exhausted. Like, the other day, I was like, I had to message the group chat, because sometimes, like, I have the kind of, like, a brain where when I'm having, like my talk therapy and CBT, whatever it is, cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, works quite well for me, because when I'm having, like, these emotions or thoughts or things like that, if I say them out loud in some capacity, if I get them out of my brain and into the world, it kind of, like, negates them. So even, like, horrible intrusive thoughts, if I say them out loud in some capacity, but it needs to be to somebody, I can't just say them out loud, like, to the ether. I need to tell somebody, which is part of the problem, because I don't want to upset somebody that I know, with some of them, which is why it was great having a therapist. I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp. I would love to be sponsored by BetterHelp, but nobody's going to sponsor me, because I am not a big enough channel for that. Like, no. But I used BetterHelp when I saw it on somebody else's channel, and the ability to fire off a text or, like, a message to my therapist and tell her my thoughts, and then on my sessions tell her these things and know that she was not going to take them in any way personally. Like, if I tell one of my friends some of my intrusive thoughts, or tell Kay or my family some of my intrusive thoughts, like, it could negatively impact them in some way. Like, I know it can negatively impact them in some way that I'm thinking these things. Like, I know that it's not going to negatively impact my therapist, because they know that's their job. Like, they know that, like, they've got the logic and the learning behind it to know that it's not necessarily, like, I might say something, but it's just a thought. Again, like, I need to say the things out loud. But, I mean, I've been able to explain it to Kay and my friends and stuff in a way that now I can just express those thoughts to them. So, where did I even start this? Yeah, so I said the other day, I sent a message to the group chat being like, I just need to say this, like, I'm not looking for advice, I don't need you to tell me, like, I don't need anything back, I just need to say this out loud. I was like, I am on a knife edge, I'm exhausted, I am, like, if one more thing happens, I'm either going to have a mental breakdown, or I'm going to, like, my body is going to break. And I was going to say I'm going to end up in hospital. Like, physically I'm going to end up in hospital, or I'm going to have a mental breakdown. But I wouldn't end up in hospital, because I refused to go to hospital. But I didn't want to type all that out. So I was like, my body is either going to finally, like, collapse, or I'm going to have a mental breakdown, because I was so exhausted that I could feel it. I could feel the wall coming. And I can feel that I'm not there anymore. But I know this weekend I'm going to have like, a really, like, laid back, chilled one. I'm going to have to take as much responsibility off of my brain as possible, because I came home, like, I can just tell, like, I am hitting a tipping point, and I need to try and, like, back off the gas for a while, because too much is happening. My brain is trying to function, my brain and body are trying to do too much, and I need to, like, take it back a bit. I was saying to Kay today, like, I came home, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, why? I was just sitting, like, on my phone, like, arranging my YouTube videos so I could watch them. And she was like, are you okay? I was like, why? She was like, usually you come home and you tell me about your day at work and stuff. And I was like, did I not do that? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, I thought I did that. Because my brain's just going at a million miles an hour. And I'm not, like, I have so much mental load going on that I don't, it's like trying to catch, like, flies, like, literally, like, trying to catch flies, you know, the ones that you can never catch, because I have so much mental load, but no capacity to like, keep it up. It's like, I said to her, I was like, I was at work and all I could think about was the fact that I had so much to do, that I was like worried about the fact that I was at work and had so much to do that wasn't stuff that I needed to do at work. But I can't think of a single thing that I need to do. But I know that I have so much to do, but I don't know what I need to do. And it was freaking me out. And it was the same when I got home. I was like, I can't think of what I need to do, but I know I need to do things. And it was just like really causing me like a lot of distress. So I think like this weekend I've just decided that I'm going to take my foot off the gas completely. To borrow a phrase from Americans, and I will only do what is completely necessary for me to do this weekend. Like, that is it. Only what is completely necessary. Which reminds me, I need to order medication. And that is it. That's all I will be doing. I'm not doing any sprints. I'm not doing any, like, I'm not doing any chores. I'm not doing any, like, anything that is not completely necessary to me staying alive this weekend. It is not getting done. It is not being added to my mental load this weekend. It is not happening. So, it'll be a chill weekend. I'm gonna go because I don't want this clip to be any longer and I still need to pee. So, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to bed. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It is Friday, finally. I'm trying to find a place where I'm not blinded by the sun, which is where the sun is right on one of the window bits. I have just asked my smart home thingy, you know the one, to choose a number between 1 and 5, because I have 5 books in my pile, and she chose 3, and so this is number 3, which is, again, Sun, All the Right Reasons, by Bethany Mangle. And that's a good thing, because I've not read a Bethany Mangle book yet, but I have pre-ordered another Bethany Mangle book. Bethany Mangle is a disabled author, and with disabled characters, and I want to read her works, because disabled, you know, it just seems right. I'm sure Bethany also has EDS, and I think the character also has EDS. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked into this book, but Bethany herself is lovely online. I mean, the dedication in this book is to James, my second true love after mozzarella cheese. Like, someone after my own heart, not for James, but for mozzarella cheese, or cheese in general. So yeah, this will be the book I'm starting. This weekend, like I said, is going to be a chill one, because I need to just decompress. I've been pushing myself too hard, and I'm starting to feel the consequences of my actions, and I need to just take a deep breath and relax properly. So this, I think, is about some kind of like reality TV show. This is the one where I picked it up from my TVR and was like, there's cameras all over this. So yeah, I think it's some kind of like Bachelor style TV show, because there's like cameras all over the place, like in the rock here, down here, and in the bushes, and you know. So yeah, I've been up early, and Kay was up she's going to like an archery thing with work, so she was up early. She made my tea for me, so like I am running early, so I think I'm going to get some reading in before work, which is great. And yeah, come back and just relax. Do you know what? Do you remember how I said yesterday, or a few minutes ago for you, that I needed to order medication? Did I not? Sorry, my nose is running because I've just brushed my teeth. I don't know if anybody else gets that, but the mint from the toothpaste makes my nose run, and it's really annoying, so you've just got to listen to me sniff. Oh yeah, I needed to order medication, so I went on and ordered my medication. And then I woke up at like 7:30 this morning, after waking up from a weird dream that reminded me that I had ordered the wrong medication. So I went back on to the website and ordered the right medication. It's not so bad, because I kind of do need the medication that I'd ordered incorrectly, but not as like, I didn't need it as quickly, so, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm going to go and read for a little bit. Kensington. That's where the actor from The Hating Game is from. Kensington, Connecticut. Somebody just said it, and it was like, I need to tell them. Anyway, hi, it's Friday. I don't know if I've even vlogged today. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I usually try and not have my yawns on camera, but I was mid conversation there, so I'm sorry. I have only read like 10 pages of this. This is all the right reasons, and that's what I read this morning. That you saw me read, or you didn't see me read, but I did vlog this morning. I did because the sun was in my face. Oh my god! And I was in these jammies. I'm still in like my leggings. I've not changed fully yet. I am so tired right now. It's only 9:30. He's away to bed. Hamish should away to bed. I should probably just go to bed and take advantage of the extra sleep. But I want to read. I want to do some reading. So I'm going to stay up like an idiot and do some reading. I can sleep in tomorrow. I have no responsibilities or expectations or anything on me tomorrow, so I can just sleep as long as I want. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I also don't really feel well. Like, I feel really sick. And my back really hurts, so I don't really want to go to bed when I feel really sick, if that makes sense. Like, I feel really nauseous, sick, and the bathroom's just, like, through that door. Like, you can... Yeah, that dark that you can see there, that is actually the bathroom. So if I'm sick, at least the bathroom's there. Even just like knowing the bathroom's there makes me feel better. So I don't want to go all the way upstairs to have to come back down if I'm not feeling great. So I think I'll stay up for a little bit, do some reading, and see how I feel. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I have nothing else to say. I literally just came on because I was in the middle of watching a TikTok that was talking about Peter Pan, and it was literally just, it was talking about like, where did Peter Pan come from, the history of Peter Pan, like, and they were saying about how Peter Pan's parents lived somewhere near Kensington, and I was like, Kensington, that's where that guy's from, Kensington, Connecticut. I had to go on and tell you. The longer I've sat with the Hating Game movie, the less I've liked it. So, yeah, that says a lot about that. Anywho, I'm going to go and I probably won't update you until tomorrow. Readers, I am greatly and deeply upset. I have DNF'd this at 40 pages in. I could not get on with the writing in this book. It felt like there was no completion of a thought. It just felt like, you know when you have those moments where, no, I'm trying to think of a good explanation, if you've not read it, like, to try and explain it. If you've seen Up, Doug, when he's in the jungle, and he's constantly just like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? That's what the writing's like. So, like, I was trying to explain it earlier, like, it's, every paragraph is half a paragraph of a thought, and then the next paragraph moves on to something else before the first thought is finished. And everything's moving rapidly, really, really fast, really, really fast, really, really fast. And it's too fast. Like, slow down, take it back, dial it down. I'm not getting enough time with the characters. I'm not getting enough time to form relationships. Everything's really quite, like, surface, like, we're just going, and I need time with the characters. I need time to form a relationship. Like, right, we get that our dad sucks because he cheated on our mum and then married the woman, or one of the women that he cheated on her with, like, 5 minutes after they got divorced. And, like, he refuses to, like, sell or buy her mum's half of the business, and he is enforcing the prenup, so his daughter and his ex-wife live in poverty, but there's no... And, like, when he finds out about the video, because she accidentally live streams her basically, like, explode into her mum, like, saying about how crappy her dad is and his behaviour and things like that, and it goes viral, and he finds out about it on the radio after he drops her off, and he comes back, and he, like, our friends, like, he calls her stupid, and her friend's like, nobody calls my best friend stupid. And, like, slams the door on him, and he kicks the door and is like, storms off. And it's like, everything's so, it's like, okay, so this is what a bad dad does. This is what, like, an abuser does. And it's like, but there's nothing behind it. There's no, it's like, tick box exercise. Like, yep, okay, he's done that. Yep, control behaviour. Yep, tick, 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 tick. But there's nothing behind it. It's very cardboard cutout. And I just don't, like, there's nothing, like, why? Why is he doing this? What are his motivations? Like, if it's for control, show me that, like, there's nothing to show that he's being, there's no, I know it's like he's just, like, there's no thoughts, only vibes. Like, you know, he's not back here being, like, the controlling person. He's just, like, at one point, the new stepmom's like, oh, you should come over on Thursday and we'll have a games night. And she's like, yeah, no thanks. And then the dad's like, oh, did she invite you over on Thursday? And she's like, yeah, I'll see you Saturday. And he just leaves it. Like, he never tries to manipulate her. He never does anything. He's just a placeholder for, like, abusive dad number 2. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just, there's nothing behind it. It's just a tick box exercise. And that's what I feel like. Like, mum is just like, poor, cheated on single mum who grew up in poverty and has image issues, tick box exercise. Best friend is, you know, wrong side of the tracks, wants to be better, doesn't care what anybody thinks. Everybody's a cardboard cutout. That's the unfortunate thing about the characters. I really want to like them. I really wanted to like this book so much. I really did. We have so much rep in here. We've got POC rep. We have disability rep. We've got adoption rep. We've got, obviously, like, divorced parents. We've got single parent. We've got so much rep in here, and it just, unfortunately, falls so flat. This is a first draft that has been published, and I feel so bad saying that, but I'm just trying to, like, I've only just finished it, and I'm trying to, this is still me trying to, like, enunciate my thoughts and, like, talk through my thoughts, if that makes sense. The concept is great, the rep is fantastic. A lot of the rep comes from Bethany's own life, like, Bethany's own experience, and so, you know, you can't really fault the rep there. But I feel like the background, like, if I was Bethany's editor, I would be going, okay, so what are their motivations? What are their backstories? Flesh this out. That's what they need. It needs, this is a skeleton, it needs some fleshing out. So, yeah, whoever's, I mean, it says on the back here that it's a Simon & Schuster. Like, who's edited this? Because other than maybe checking punctuation and spelling, I don't think anybody's looked at this. It's a skeleton draft, and it deserves so much more because it is a good concept. It's a good draft so far. And I feel like Bethany deserves better because she is lovely. I've spoken to her on Twitter. She is a lovely, lovely person, and I feel like she deserves better. Yeah, I'm very upset that I have not liked this book. I'm actually really quite distraught that I have not liked this book. But yeah, I will be moving on to my next read. Should I let my choose my next read again? She didn't do a very good job last time, but I suppose I was gonna have to do it at this point. I kind of want to read End of Story. Like, you're very high up there. The cover is very much, like, calling out to me. But I also kind of want to read Christina Lauren, because this is a companion to, it's up there like a parrot, companion to the Soulmate Equation, which I really, really liked. So, and I really, really like Christina Lauren, so that should be a win. And this one is the magical realism one. Oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? Alexa, heads or tails?
Flipping. It's heads.
I don't know if you noticed the flaw in that plan. But the flaw in that plan is that I did not assign a heads or tails to either of those books. I am so tired. It's only 10:30. Right, moving it. Okay, right, here's what we'll do. So, this will be heads because there's a big head on it. This will be tails because the other one is heads. Andy, why are you putting this on the internet for everybody to see? You're just a mess of a human. Right. So this is heads because there's a big head on it. This is tails because there's no big head on it. There are two heads on it, but big head. Shut up, Andy. Right. Alexa, heads or tails? Alexa, heads or tails? She whispered. I don't like it when she whispers. So it was tails. So it was The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. Did you see the buffering wheel going? So we're reading The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren, and then I'll probably read End Story after that. Right, I think I'm going to go to bed. I think that's a good idea. I don't like it when she whispers. Somebody help. Somebody help. Somebody call the people with the jackets. And the padded room. Jem, tell them to go get the jackets in the room. Tell them I need the jackets in the room. Good morning. It is 11:30 on Saturday, and today is going to be a nice, relaxing, self-care kind of do-nothing day. I said yesterday, today was going to be a day where if I didn't need to do it to survive, I wasn't going to do it. I have no chores today. I have no responsibilities today beyond, like, obviously I'm going to do whatever Hamish needs, you know. He counts in my survival sort of thing. I'm just going to look after him and me, and that's it. Yeah, so I have made myself a cup of tea in my favourite mug. It's a zebra mug that I got from B&M. I just love it. I love the blue. I love the little gold stripe. I love the fact that it's got zebras on it. Love it. It's a deceptively big mug as well. Like, it's huge. I love it. I got Kay a giraffe one as well because I always joke that she's like a giraffe because she's really tall and she's got a long neck. She was actually complaining about her long neck yesterday because she went to an activities thing with some people from her work, and they were doing some clay pigeon shooting, and you have to, like, when you're clay pigeon shooting, you have to have your face against the butt of the rifle. It's like the butt sits against your collarbone, and then you have to have your face tucked up against it, and she had real trouble getting her neck, like, squidged down because it was so long. And I also have this, which is, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's chocolate chip mini Weetabix, which is, like, I've not had this for ages. It is one of my favourite, like, treat breakfasts. It's not, like, I have watched people, like my mum and that, have issues with food for years, and I have never really been one to... I've gone through bouts of, like, ascribing food moral value, and I'm trying to really break from that and not do that. Like, food to me isn't good or bad in any way that has moral value. So that's not bad food because it has chocolate in it, you know. It's not a treat because it's something that I would have on special occasions to treat myself for being good because I've done, like, the gym, or because I, like, eat, things like that. That's not why. It's, like, whenever I say something's, like, good food, or, like, for me, I always say, like, Wagamama is good food to me. I mean that when I eat it, I don't feel bad afterwards. Like, not bad if... I'm bad at explaining this. Like, do you know when you go out to eat and you eat something and afterwards you feel sick and you feel like your stomach feels really bad and you just feel generally unwell? That to me is what I would call, like, once in a while food. Like, that is once in a while food. I'm going to swap hands. Sorry, I was holding you with my left hand so that I could show you stuff on my right hand side. I normally hold you with my right hand, that's why the angle's funny. That's what I'll call, like, that's what, in my head, I call, like, not good foods. Or, like, bad, not bad foods, but, like, that's my once in a while stuff. And stuff I'll call, like, good foods is foods that I can eat a lot of and not feel bad. Like, not feel physically bad. So, like, when I got Wagamama's, I can have, like, my ramen and the veg, like, my wok cooked veg and my gyoza, and I don't come out of it feeling groggy and sick and, like, I'm gonna be ill. I actually feel energised and I feel good and I feel like I can, like, walk to wherever I need to go, or, you know, like, I feel good. Like, it feels good. I don't know. Like, it's probably something to do with my gallbladder. Like, see, once you don't have a gallbladder, there's certain foods that you just can't have, and it's really, like, so yeah, like, that's how I, like, label foods in my head. Like, foods that are going to make me feel unwell and foods that are not going to make me feel unwell. That's how I label them. But, and, like, I am not a sweet tooth. Like, if I eat too much sweets make me feel unwell. So, like, for example, the Weetabix, because they've got chocolate in it, if I was to have more than that bowl, it would make me feel unwell. So it's not something, and if I was to have it, like, every day for a week, I would end up feeling unwell. So for me, that's like a once every so often thing, because otherwise it would make me feel unwell. But I really enjoy the taste of it when I am eating it, so, like, it's a, like, nostalgic, treaty thing, but it's not something that I would enjoy eating all the time. So that's where I get my joy from it, you know? Does that make sense, you know? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's a treat in the sense that I enjoy it, but I know it's something that I wouldn't enjoy all the time. Does that make sense? Whereas, like, there's stuff that, like, crumpets right now. I've been having crumpets every day for my breakfast, and I love having crumpets, and I enjoy eating crumpets, and I can have them every day and not feel like crap. And then, I mean, I've got loads of crumpets in the freezer. Did you know you can freeze crumpets? And you can cook them from frozen. I did not know that. Turns out you can. There will be one day I will cook a crumpet and I will eat it and I will be like, and I will not want to eat crumpets for months or years. And it's really weird. And I know people know what I'm talking about. Siobhan, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you just got to, I just eat them while I enjoy them. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So I'm eating myself something that I have not had for a while and I'm in the mood for, and I know I'm going to enjoy. And I've got little Thornton's millionaire shortbread things, which again, I can maybe have like what they're like this size. I can have one of them and then I feel sick, but I'll enjoy it while I'm eating it. But I can't have any more than that, so I'll have like one now and maybe one later on in the day, and then like one tomorrow. Like, I can't eat loads of them, but I've got like little treat comfort things that I'm just going to nibble on through the day. I've got my books, I've got YouTube. Like, I'm just going to relax this weekend. That's all I'm going to do. This batch of this has gone away from me, I think. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast, and those of you who like eating Weetabix really crunchy are cringing right now. But I like my Weetabix to be like I'll sit it in the milk and let it just like soak up all the milk, so that when I bite into it, it's just like a squish of milk. And again, the lot of you that like your Weetabix crunchy are cringing right now. But no, I don't like crunchy food. I don't like my food to crunch. I like my food to be soft. I'm a 90-year-old woman in a 30-year-old's body. That's what I am. I don't like food that crunches. I don't like it. So, yeah. Good morning, and I will speak to you later. Good evening. It is Saturday. Technically it's Sunday. Technically it's morning. Only just, like, it's 1:45, okay? 1:45 in the AM. And I finished the True Love Experiment. This has been quite a funny day. So I've read this entire book today. Well, except the first 100 pages, which I read last night. And it's quite funny because I did not realise, I don't know why I didn't twig, because I did read the synopsis, but obviously I didn't pay attention. But this is set on a dating show. The book I DNF'd yesterday was set on a dating show. But the first third half of this book is the female main character, Fizzy, falling in love with the producer of the show, Connor, who's the male main character, and you see, like, you switch between their points of view and him fall in love with her. And then they start the show, and like they have like a couple of months beforehand where they spend like quite a lot of time together, get to know each other, and they start to like each other. And then they start the show, and like as they're doing the show over the course of the, I think it's a month, because they start off with 8 guys and 2 get eliminated each week. So it's like, again, like they're seeing each other every day, and then the days they're not filming, they still spend together, and like they see each other all the time. Like they're still falling for each other, and it's everybody around them can see it as well, and they're like, obviously they know, but like they're trying to like not. And it's that thing where it's like, don't think of a pink elephant. Like, the more you try and push against it, the more it's going to happen, sort of thing. And yeah, so then the second one, you're going through the bits of the dating show, and it's really funny. You don't really see much of the dating show, but like it's happening in the background, and I really enjoyed this. I actually really, really enjoyed this. Yeah, I really liked this. I really liked the relationship. I really liked the total and utter mess that both of them were, just as people. Like, like I said previously, Connor was married to his ex, Natalia. So it turns out, like, they were dating. They'd been dating for less than 6 months when she got pregnant, and they decided to get married and make a go of it, even though that was the worst decision they could have made. And like I said, they're like best friends. They love each other. They really, really do. But they shouldn't be together as a couple. And then like they decided to break up. Turns out it was not an amicable breakup. He dropped a bottle. It was horrible. Like, he admitted what happened, and that was the third act, like, conflict. And it wasn't pretty, and they've done lots of therapy and moved past it, and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, that all happened when they were 23. So, yeah, like, because he's 33 and this was 10 years previous. But, he's got he's a messy human. Fizzy's a messy human. She's 37, and the oldest of an Asian family where the expectation is like she was to be successful and have babies and be married, and like her younger siblings are the ones that have, like, her sister has just, or in this, her sister is pregnant and married, and her brother is just getting married, like he's getting married in this. So like she is the family disappointment, and you know, she doesn't have a real job and that whole thing. Like, so she sees herself as just a mess. She's the family disappointment. She is a mess. She sleeps around, but she never commits. And then the time she did commit, she turned out to be the mistress. And not only did it obviously blow up that guy's marriage because he was cheating, but it blew up her life because she didn't know she was the other woman, and she felt like hell, and it totally messed her up. And just like these characters are just absolute messes, and I loved it. I love it when people write like good characters. I really do love like real characters, because people are sloppy and messy and just complex, and I love it. I do. I love complex, messy characters. I don't see if I like a book, especially romance novels, well, books in general. Usually it means that the characters are not straightforward. They are just like a total mess. I like that, apparently. Just characters that are just like a mess. So next I am going to be picking up End of Story by Kylie Scott. This is the one that did the Heads and Tails yesterday, because, you know, I was so tired yesterday. I think I might go to bed because it's like 10 to 1. And I took my painkillers at 10:30, 10, 11, 12, 1, have 2. Yeah, if I wait to have 2, I can have them. So if I go to bed now, they should be in my system for me to sleep. But this is the one that I've been really curious about because it's magical realism. So main character Susie inherits her aunt's house when she dies, and her ex's best friend, sorry, is the one that helps her renovate it, and she doesn't want him there because he was there to see the big public breakup, but she can't afford anybody else to help her. But then they're like doing the renovations, and he finds a divorce certificate behind the wall, and it's dated 10 years in the future, and it has both of their names on it. And obviously, like, they're like, what the hell? And they're trying to figure out what's going on, like, what's happening. And they're trying to figure out, like, what's going on. And obviously, they're attracted to each other. Like, they have a spark, they're attracted to each other. But then there's the question of, is this real? And if this is real, do they then do anything about this attraction that they have for each other, knowing that it will all end apparently badly 10 years in the future? Like, did they find a way 10 years in the future to put that behind there to warn themselves in the past to not do it? Or, like, what? Like, I love this. Like, the concept sounds so interesting. And I'm begging you, I'm looking at the author on the back here, I am begging you, Kylie, begging you, please let this not be another dud, because this concept, it sounds so, like, it might sound so boring to some people, but this concept sounds so interesting to me, and it's such a short book as well. Like, it's like just over 300 pages. It's like 303 pages, so I am so looking forward to reading this book. It's even got a playlist. That's really cool. Yeah, I need this to be a win. I need this to be a win. This is one of the ones I bought when I went to Waterstones and just, like, loaded up on a load of like, these two are also ones where I just bought a load of romance books, so I need it to be a win. Like, I love the sound of the concept, so, like, please let this be a win. But yeah, I will obviously let you know. Hello, it is Sunday. And then, as you can probably tell, I have showered. I don't know what's going on with the side of my head. Like, what in the 1920s hairdo is this? Look, why? The rest of my hair's not doing it. Why is this doing it? It's probably because it's next to my face. And the warmth coming off my face will be making it do that. Yeah. I don't know what I've done all day. I watched some YouTube. I'm not ready anymore of End of Story. I don't know if I told you about the End of Story. So this is the magical realism one. I read 100 pages last night. It's only 304 pages left. It's only 103. My god, it's only 304 pages long. And what is this? Beginning of the End. It is not 304 pages long. This is a novella. It's 275 pages long, and there's a novella on the back. I'm like almost halfway through this book. Well, not quite. Anyway, this is a 2 nice. Anyway, where was I? I literally don't know where I was. This book gets, like, right into the story. Like, there's no, like, time for, there's no waffling, there's no getting to know the characters a little bit. It is, like, right into the story. Within 10 pages, they have found this divorce thing that's, like, you guys get divorced in 10 years, and they're like, we're not even in a relationship, like, we're not even thinking about being in a relationship. So, yeah. I'm upstairs, as you can see, in my library, because I have Tori and Vicky backstage, because Vicky needed to do stuff, and Tori was like, shall we just do stuff? So I went in the shower, and then met them on the backyard, and I literally just sat here, drying in my towel, and then I had to get dressed because I was cold, so I got dressed, put this jammy jumper on, because I'm cold, and Kay's cooking tea right now, and I have a cup of tea right now. The kind of matches my top. Kay's literally just messaged me to say the video's ready. So I'm going to go get my dinner. And then I'm going to come up and maybe watch some more YouTube, even though that's all I've done all day, except shower. Which is fine because it is my, like, chill out weekend. And then I'm going to, hopefully, finish this. If not, doesn't matter. I have tidied up my desk a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. I'm so sleepy. I really just want to go to sleep. But, no, I'm not going to sleep yet. This is, I don't even know what this update is. Good evening. It is still Sunday evening. I'm getting ready to go to bed and I've just realised that I have not finished the vlog yet, so I'm doing that just now, obviously. I got to page 162 in the story. I love this book because it's like awful. I don't know how to say it. Like, this book is so blunt and straightforward, and the author's voice is so blunt and straightforward that I just love it. Yeah, I'm not finished it yet. There is a novella in the back as well. So I'll read that. It's called The Beginning of the End, and it's set 6 months before the book starts. So I'll read that when I get to it. I have forgotten what I was going to say. Yeah, I am very happy with the chilled out weekend I've had. I managed to get at least one book read. I don't remember. I'm very tired right now, and I don't feel very well. But I am going to go to bed. I've already said that. I managed to get my desk tidied. I managed to get my TBR into a basket and get my wrap up into a basket as well, which is good. And yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear my laptop trying to take off. I'm sitting in our backyard, so it's just, yeah, trying to take off. I'm also really happy with my hair. I guarantee tomorrow it's not going to look as nice as I think it looks now. But, oh well, such is life. Yeah, thanks so much for making it through this vlog. I really, really hope it is not as long as the other ones. I'm going to try and keep these vlogs like shorter than the 2-hour long ones, which I hope is not that difficult. And if you want to leave me a, sorry if I'm like flashing different colours and stuff, Bobby is trying out different backgrounds, or Bobby and Tori are trying out different backgrounds on the StreamYard backgrounds, so if I'm like flashing different colours, that's why. Oh, what emoji shall we use today? I'm never prepared. I do this every week and I'm never prepared. Oh, they've got the cat one on just now. Got Tori's little cat one. So, if you got this far in the vlog and you want to let me know what you were here, please leave me a cat emoji. Cat emoji. We don't use T's in Scotland apparently. Leave me a cat emoji in the comments down below. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.